Let's do some basic setup to get ready for making the website responsive. Press Ctrl-Shift-I, right-click and click Inspect to open Developer Tools. Note when resizing the window, Chrome reports the dimensions of the viewport in the top right corner. But this is available only when the Developer Tools open. So let's create a function to do the same for us and always available. So open main.js, and in the bottom let's create a function named viewport size and pass a boolean variable, for example named display, to it. Now write if display, it means if we pass true to create a variable named width, select the window dot width. It means store the width of the window into variable width. Duplicate the line. Now do the changes so that we store the height into a variable named height. Select body dot prepend. It means insert to the beginning, and pass an HTML markup as its argument. Pass a div with ID viewport size style. Position fixed. Z-index a high value. Top 100 pixels, left 20 pixels. Background, for example, white with 20% transparency. Red, green, and blue all 255, and alpha 0.8. Text color 555, and padding 10 pixels. Now close the div and write inside the container width plus the variable width plus pixels BR to go to the next line, then height plus the variable height plus pixels. That was for runtime running, but we should run the function for every resize to refresh the report. So select window.resize. Run the function. Again create the variables width and height and store the new values. Now select viewport size, the div we prepended to the body .html because we are going to change its content. Now copy to it the exact content above. Be careful and just copy the content between the two div tags. OK. Now copy the function name and paste it below, then change display to true. Let's save and check. Yeah, it works. Let's resize the window and test if it works correctly. OK, great. Our function is ready and working. Now let's create a new CSS file to write media queries in. So, inside the CSS folder, create a new file, name it responsive.css. Open it and start writing media query breakpoints. So write @media, screen, and max width 1199 pixels for screen sizes below 1200 pixels. Now select it and duplicate it several times to create the other breakpoints. Now change the breakpoint numbers. We'll use Bootstrap ones. Because of using max width, we are not writing the exact breakpoints. A pixel less. Let's add a breakpoint of 340 ourselves and also 1366 to the beginning. I know our approach is not mobile first, but as you will see, our template is already good looking on mobile devices too, and we'll need a minimum effort making it responsive. By the way, let's not forget to add it in the HTML file. So let's duplicate this line and change the file name. Another note that the order of creating the breakpoints matters. Because of our approach to use the max width, we created the breakpoints in a descending manner. But if we were to use the min width, we had to do the reverse. So think about it to find out why the order matters. So that's it for this lecture. From the next lecture, we'll start making the sections responsive.